King of the slick talk. Hey, call me Lord of the Chain, God of the wristwatch. Fashion be your movie.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, it's clearly light skin versus dark skin. So watch what you say. Watch how
That's
y'all.
what it.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's
you
what.
know I don't get into them
That's what
wars
it's looking
right
like.
there. For me, this is top angler versus uh great angler. And I think I guess that's kind of the main standout of this, or the feature of this. Two of them great anglers. I think Top, in some recent showings, he hasn't shown. I think he hasn't always been successful with his angle execution, whereas Loso rarely puts a foot wrong. Torn ACL notwithstanding.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. This one was rescheduled, wasn't it? Because it was supposed was this yeah, it was
Yeah,
supposed to happen
yeah.
before. They should both be ready. They should both have their material. I think T Top has to. I think he's on a kind of a little fight back, right? I think it was the rock battle, wasn't it? That really kind of hurt him a bit.
Yeah.
I think that took. I think that knocked the stuffing out of him a little bit, so to speak. Knocked the
Oh, because he a
stuffing
bear.
out
I
of the
get it.
bear. Yeah. Um, but T-Top's T-Top, man. I think he'll bounce back from this. I think this is one that's been talked about for a very long time. It's been in the running for a long time. I think they'll have a lot to say to each other. Um, yeah, I'm here for it. I think I'm going with. Oh, it's in the south as well, right? T-Top, yeah. Oh,
Loso from the
I
south
think
I ain't
too.
he's
gonna lie, it's like
yeah.
they met in the middle for real, yo.
He
Loso
is
from
from
Florida.
Oh, and he also, I was listening to him on Smacks Live yesterday. I forgot about this. He also got his start in Atlanta on
Bullpen.
bullpen. So
Oh yeah, fact.
he's also like he's
But T Top got his start in Atlanta on Spit That Heat.
mm. And I think Loso
And they
said,
used to
Yeah,
be,
man.
oh,
and he's
I didn't
from the
think about
South
this
South.
shit. Yo, they meeting in the middle far is where they from, cause Top from Carolina, Loso from Florida, and they meeting in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like when you think Southern, like, and you hear T-Top open his mouth, like for me, that's like I don't know. I get more Southern vibes from T-Top than I do Loso, and you don't consider, or I don't consider Miami Southern like
He from
that. When I
Tampa.
think Southern, I think Carolinas and Virginia and them sort of places. Not Virginia. I don't know. Anyway, T-Top sounds Southern. Loso it's a familiar crowd for him, familiar territory. It's not like it's he came up there, and he was saying that early
The fake ARP in the comments, y'all.
the
But
fake
I
That's not.
see.
That's
ARP.
not ARP.
Nah, that nigga. I looked at this live earlier. He said there be people me in the comments. It's never me in the comments or something like that. But he had seen. I don't know. Maybe seen something that we did. But
I should have clicked, because there was, when you were live earlier.
yeah,
Anyway,
that
let me
person
not
was it.
shed light.
No, that's
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
realize.
I was talking to that ARP earlier,
Yeah.
and then I saw ARPs, and he was like, I don't be in the comments or some shit. And it seems fishy. When I first I said, if that's ARP, because why would ARP be writing me on caffeine, bro? Like, I'm
Yeah.
stupid. I need to stop smoking weed, man. Fuck. Nah, go ahead, Jen. What you was saying? No.
I'm gonna edge it to T-Top. I'm gonna edge it to T-Top. I think I was gonna go Loso. My original prediction was Loso. I think this is gonna be close, but I think this is I think T-Top's gonna make a show out of this, and gonna edge it to him. Yeah.
No, that's
I.
crazy.
I'm. A,
The
I'm a.
nigga said I should have let him keep giving me props, man. I shouldn't have said shit. Y'all stupid, man. So
Listen.
look.
I'm gonna go with Loso because he was willing to go to the go-go with us that night after the show, but we didn't go. Nah, but I think Loso got a deeper bag than T Top. It's kind of like, even though T Top is great at what he do, we kind of know what we gonna get. He gonna angle the struggle stories, the drug talk, and it's like, I think this is where, if not in this battle, or if not in every other battle that Loso ever did, where he can use that against him, along with the Christian angle, or along with whatever else. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Loso get in multiple pockets and be great in all of those pockets. I've seen T-Top angle, struggle talk, punch, and drug talk every single battle. You know what I'm saying? And that's only, I think, 4 attributes as opposed to several other things that, you know what I'm saying, Loso can do. You know what I'm saying? I also think that I don't know what Loso's last main stage battle was. I know he did the URL joint at Martini's against Ease, but that wasn't considered like an opponent on the same level as T-Top, and even Loso was going hard in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is the get back for him. Not to get back like revenge, but to get back like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I told you hold my spot while I was gone. I'm back now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to T-Top and everything that he gonna do though, man. I can't wait to hear about the battle, to see the battle when it dropped. But I just feel like I said, Loso got a little bit of a deeper bag to pull tricks out of than T-Top. So I got Loso.
Light skinned Jesus got the light skin, nigga.
I mean, because
hey, you know.
But listen, I
got
also
T-Top, nigga. What's up?
Listen, I also got charisma and a flow that's cold.
Yo, this battle's so hard for me to go with, because these like 2 of my favorites, because they're easy to pick to win. Even though people say he went on a losing streak or whatever, every one of the battles were amazing fucking battles that they said he lost. B-Dot, Coffee, it was 2 more. I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Get his man his motherfucking props. But because of that, I think he's still walking around with a chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean? We seen what the Mike P battle did, you know what I mean? But he used that angle. He didn't get a lot of props for that even after the fact. You know what I mean? Anderson Burris ended up becoming a star for that. And you know what I mean? But Top ain't really even get talked about after that, especially once Geechee got a hold of Mike P. So respectfully to Mike P, I hate how that just is relevant to everything right now. But Top is a nigga who was no pun intended at top tier, and he was up there. He was in that rarefied air, and it does not feel like it anymore. You know what I mean? And I think that he got to do something about that. You know what I mean? And Loso is somebody who has the skill and desire to be in that rarefied air. You know what I mean? So they kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know,
That's
man.
how I was feeling. Literally,
And both of and they 2 of the dopest niggas I ever met in battle rap. So it's hard for me to like, I just want this to be a classic, man. For real. I just want this to be a classic for real, man. I don't want to vote.
I don't want to vote.
I don't want to.
Don't make me do it.
I want to go, man. Fuck, man. Man, listen.
I feel like I need to bribe you with some candy or something.
I gotta go with seniority, man. I've been watching Top longer, man. Pause if needed or whatever, but yeah, I mean, I gotta go with somebody. Yeah, I mean, I can't even go off. It's hard for me to go off any different attribute because they got him so well. So then I gotta go off who's been consistent longer. You know what I mean? That gotta be T-Top because he's just been around longer. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Top, man. But I really don't like that though. I really don't like having to do that. I don't like that y'all made me do that.
So you picked the dark skinned dude. Okay.
I'm complete. But you know I'm racist. Come on, you talking to me, nigga? I hate people. Okay. What the fuck? I hate people of all shades.
All color spectrum.
Geechee Gotti versus Jay Mills. You know what I mean?
Geechee Gotti, next battle.
Hey, we already did this one before. You know what I mean? And
listen.
Shout out to Jay Mills for the way he approached it with all humbleness.
Shout out Jay Mills.
Yeah.
Jay Mills is a legend in his own right, man. But you know, Geechee Gotti is also Geechee Gotti. It's a different level of playing field. It's like Canadian football. It's rugby. It's NFL. It's different levels, you know what I'm saying? Different levels of levels. And shout out to Jay Mills for having the courage and the whatever other word to say now. Slim, I can still compete with these niggas on this level. Give me the top dog. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely got Geechee, man. It's levels. But prove me wrong, Jay Mills, because I saw the murder move battle. Got his watch fixed in Switzerland or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw the battle in front of the state building. Yeah. I saw the Saye Castro battle. I saw the J Mill, the E Ness battle. I've seen those, J Mill. Give me glimpses of that pause if necessary, so we can get a classic with you and Geechee. I got Geechee though.
Yeah, I got Geechee pretty clear on this as well. I think he wants his get back from the murder moot battle. I think he needs to like he hearing just a few things recently, or not so recently, but it seemed like where he was wanting to wind down this year, having finished the year, not like it kind of sparked something in him, and at one point he seemed like it was like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck up this year, like. And I don't know where he's at with that right now, and these things can change, but I do think I don't know how motivated he is now for this battle, but I think for me that depends on where he wants to take this year. It will I think he beats Jay Mills either way, but for me I'm kind of looking for what Geechee are we getting? Are we getting, kind of half freestyled material with some fire in there? And even the freestyle's cool, but like, an unprepared, not motivated one. Or are we going to see a Geechee who is coming to, try and
I think we're
have
gonna
one of
get.
them years?
I lost my good weed, y'all. If y'all wonder why I keep looking around, I really wanted to be places that I already looked. It's really
Did
pissing
it,
me
did,
off.
did it get up and walk off?
Man, that shit, I don't know what happened to it, but I don't like when shit missing though.
Is it in your chair?
No, no. It's no point. It's not nowhere close. I'm gonna find it after the show. I got my bad weed
No.
right here though, so I'm smoking the not good weed right now.
Oh,
You
I
know what I
thought
mean?
it was the weed that you had. Okay.
No, no, no. I lost my good weed. I got good weed and I got bad weed. You know what I mean? My bad.
Now I think we're gonna get a good Geechee though, right? Because I think Geechee got this, the spirit of a competitor, and regardless of what Jay Mills' status is now, he was Jay Mills at some point, and to have him on your resume and to be able to say that you won or bodied him or 30'd him or whatever, I think is a I think is a good look. So I think we should get a good Geechee.
Yo, X-Man said, I got your Florida weed. Salute. Definitely always drop off a package for the boy. This is a
Shout out
paid
X Man.
hit. This is a paid hit. J Mills, don't show up. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You allowed this man to miss the first battle. I ain't gonna say allowed, because it's nothing you really do, especially with a nigga like Geech. He gonna do what the fuck he wanna do. I was looking
Right.
at his show. He said he just ain't wanna show up. The truth is, that nigga wants to write your death, bro. He wants to. He wanted
Right.
that extra time. He already had that. Like look what just happened with Big K, bro. A Ward gave that man an extra
Yeah.
2 months or whatever it was, and that man came back super motivated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super. And it's the shoes on the other foot with this one, but you know what I mean? Geechee's the super professional though, with the extra time. What you think he doing with it? And hell nah, he ain't forgot that motherfucking murder mook shit. He definitely ain't forgot that, man. Oh my god, this is gonna get bad, bro. This is
Yeah.
gonna get bad. And when the first motherfucking joint happened, I was not acting like this. I was hopeful for Jay Mills. I said he was gonna lose, but you know what I mean. I wanted to. It was like, yeah, but we gonna see what he do. And he came around and was humble and like, yeah, smack, yo, we boys, boy, yeah, this just the beginning. All that good shit out the window. It should have happened back then. I'm telling you, something ain't right in the water, man. Because the momentum for Jay Mills is gone now. Because he was doing all the promo back then. He ain't doing no interviews, no nothing. He ain't getting. I don't know, man. Geechee ignorant too, y'all.
As
Geechee's super duper ignorant, and I think that's the version of him we gonna get, man. He's been quiet for too long. He been quiet for too. When the last time Geechee battled, yo?
that was me, right?
I'm about to say, was it after? Was it
It
after?
was. That's crazy that I'm so used to Geechee battling so much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was like what 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago, almost 3. Man, listen. Woo! It's a hit.
Can't disagree.
It's a hit. I don't think they should have rebooked this, man. They should have gave Mills somebody. I'm dead serious. I don't like it, man. They shouldn't have done this, man. They
Well,
should have gave him.
they had to rebook it because they always gonna complete the objective.
That's a fact. But see, the completing objective in this situation is giving a 3-4 time champion of the year 2.5 more months to write and prepare for a nigga from the same city as a nigga who just kicked his ass. Like, on top of that, come on, man.
So
Like,
that's the ultimate get back on
Yeah.
another on one of the New York legends.
it
Oh, nah.
always was. I'm telling you, Geechee
Yeah.
sat back like the day before the battle was supposed to happen. Was like, nah, this nigga ain't dead yet. I can't make it.
Yo, bro.
And that nigga wrote for 2 more months, and that nigga about to show up like super crip in that motherfucker. Nigga, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm sorry, J Mills. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm gonna be right about this one, bro. We gonna move on.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be right. It's crazy.
We gonna move on, man. Charlie Clips versus Danny DeMyers.
Danny. I think Danny's a better writer than Clips, so I think we're gonna have more to pick from as far as what's great and what's not, material wise. I think Clips is gonna be Clips. He's gonna have his moments, the freestyles, the rebuttal, the jokes. But it's a battle. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and with Danny knowing that, he may have some of that in his arsenal, or he may have the pre-buttles, or he may have, you know what I'm saying, wrote to combat that type of shit that Clips gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You know Danny take every battle serious, like he battling Lux, like he battling whoever the GOAT is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clips because he one of the GOATs, but I got Danny, man. I want to see a good Clips though. Like I want Clips to go so crazy that for the next week in the spaces and everywhere else online, everybody calling him out. You know what I'm saying? But Clips has got it set to where he just come in that joint and do what he known for, and we're satisfied with it, and we're not really downplaying him, or we're not really super bigging him up. We just like, nah, Clips fire. But when the last time we was like overly shocked about a Clips performance, like, oh, nah, man, this is top 5 of the year, of the month, of the week, of the whatever, and that's not to take away nothing from him, because Clips is fire, Mount Rushmore, go, all that type of shit. But I think Danny got a different type of hunger, especially when it comes to battling people of Clip stature in the game. You know what I'm saying? So
Jen, go ahead.
I got Danny DeMyers. He got a
kinda-
bald head.
I have to disagree about Clips not having any recent fire showing. Or when was Lou Castro? Like, when was Yoshi?
She said that so much better than I would have. That's why y'all always get mad at me, because I don't know how to say things nice like that.
Nah, go Slim. You gotta say it like you gonna say it. I like that.
Did you not see the Yoshi battle and the Castro battle? What?
Okay, but how long was we
Last
talking about it
year.
after that though?
It was last year.
I
man.
mean, it's not like Clips.
Oh, last year,
It's not
2022.
like Clips is outside.
Yeah.
He doesn't have many more battles. Like, was it Calico?
and the Calico battle, but I didn't.
I don't think that was a.
They
great-
made that battle kind of weird. Like, it was, they really don't like each other or something.
Yeah, that was.
So he went from a great battle to a battle that was weird, and then he got Danny. So we think he about to.
No, my nigga. He had 2 great performances.
Yeah.
He battled the
Okay.
best Lou Castro ever and defeated him, and he bodied Yoshi. But Yoshi had the moment of the battle, but he like it was a super fire Clips. Wasn't it super fire Clips? Am I tripping?
No, it was dope Clips. It was a dope Clips. I think maybe he took half the round off in the third or something. But it was like what he had was crazy. It wasn't one of those where, he had to kind of use intangibles and pull out from bags of tricks because he.
Who did he battle when he walked around the room? Oh, that was way long ago.
I was way longer. I hosted that.
Yeah.
I hosted that. That was super long ago.
And that wasn't necessarily a great Clips. That was Clips with all his improvisation.
Well, I think that's what makes him great. I think that's kind of what he was saying.
Okay, yeah. But right, so for me, Clips, yeah, he can give you those crazy performances where he does give good written material. Some of his written stuff, right? But one of the things when you battle this level of showman, this level of expert, this level of experience and veteran poise, like you've got to battle that as well, right? So both, Clip's ability to make moments out of chokes, out of, your entourage butting in, out of whatever, his ability to freestyle, to win the crowd, to say something, to do, that shit is hard to neutralize or diffuse or even outdo. Like, if he's got great material and adds that extra layer, like, it's really hard to beat him. Danny, I think, yeah, is a much better writer. But he does, and he'll have the rebuttal factor. There'll be a lot of, I think, freestyling and rebuttaling in this battle, but he doesn't have that X factor of Clips. I think he's a ferocious performer. He can be, incredibly electrifying. And I think he can beat Clips. I don't know if he will. I'm going to go with Danny. But if Clips wants to bring it and win, he can and will.
Yo, this is such a hard battle to predict, though. I kind of get what Spiff was saying. But I he basically saying, like, Clips, his battles, period, are few and far between in comparison to somebody who has to battle on a certain level month in, month out, and then on the smaller levels and all that. You know what I mean? Man, this junk, man. But Clips, the thing about it is, this shit is like handpicked for Clips, dog. Danny has a problem with comedian type niggas too. You seen that Pat Stay situation?
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say rest in peace, Pat Stay.
You know what I mean? Like, he has a problem with comedian type niggas too, because like Danny can't tell a joke when he rap. You know what I mean? Like, he got, his voice is like he's a fucking a super villain. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I don't know, man. These intangibles is so different.
Yeah,
but it got and so I don't know, man. I don't think this is a battle that Clips would take off, though. I don't think that Clips would play around with Danny. He know who Danny is. He respect Danny, and I don't think that he would do that. Not on this stage. They the co-main event. It looked like, as far as the paper go. You know what I mean? And Danny definitely not gonna slip. I gotta go with Danny, man. Just based off of, you know what I mean? Just based off of the complete consistency over and over again. You know what I mean? Clips don't pop out enough for me to give him the benefit of the doubt over Danny right now. You know what I mean? I can't say that his last, like, if I'm looking at the ratio and he like 2 out of 3, I ain't gonna say 2 for 3 because I can't say he lost to Kyler Cole. I just think they made that battle weird. You know what I mean? But the other 2 were on the stage, and this one is on the stage, so I gotta factor that in too. I got Danny just because he's just doing that shit more and taking it. Taking the battle rap as his focus way more. You know what I mean? So he needs it. He needs to win more than Clips, who can pop in, pop out. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean?
Good point.
So yeah, I got Danny in this show, but I love the battle though, and I think it's really gonna be way better than anybody think. Like, it would sound weird for me to say it, but this might be the sleeper battle. For this.
Now, yeah, because you never know what Clips you're gonna get. Clips could get in the bag where he can compete with Danny.
But it sounds funny because it's Clips versus Danny. That should never be a sleeper battle. But this the one that I hear the less. Yeah, I like, it has the less storyline. It's the one that least people was talking about. You know what I mean? Like T-Top versus Loso, the Anglers. Kid Slave versus Suge, we know what that is. Kitchen versus Swamp, we know what that was. Geechee versus J Mills is the rematch. You know what I mean? But it's even got more. You know what I mean? More story to it. Then you look at Clips versus Danny, nobody really talking about it. You know what I mean? I think this the sleeper of the motherfucker, you know what I mean? And then we got... What you call him? Jonathan the Donathan?
Jonathan the Donathan versus Chef Treslin.
Who wanna go first?
I don't know. I think Jen got a situation.
Oh, yeah, my son was making up noise in the kitchen. I don't want to go first.
I go first. I don't think I went first. Yeah, I got John, man. Chef Trez wanted this battle for a long time, so he gave me a lot of reason to think that he can do this, do very well in this battle. You know what I mean? But believe it or not, John needs this win more. John has not come outside for a very long time since Sue Surf, and general consensus, that was a bad loss. He can't go in there and just take a clear loss to Trez, somebody who he basically helped get on in certain ways and all that. They got a storyline. Trez been calling them out for years. It's damn near not on the. I don't know. It's damn near John and Surf. Except now John is in Surf position because John was calling Surf out for a very fucking long time. You know what I mean? Trez has been calling John out for a very fucking long time. And I think if John is thinking like that, he's like, oh, I know how bad this nigga wants to kill me. But let me do what Surf did to me. You know what I mean? Let me show him that it's not going to be that easy. You can't just get the win because you want the win. Meanwhile, Trez is in ATL. Both of them kind of from ATL, but Trez is from the North. You know what I mean? He makes sure that he say that. He makes sure that I know how to say that. Trez is from the North. You know what I mean? John is from ATL by way of New York. You know what I mean? But Trez, he kind of represents that shit. He wear that shit. He's, I guess, the face of ATL kind of. You know what I mean? So he definitely got to come in there and show out and show up. I hope he bring 3 of them things back in a major way. He back on URL, and him and Nun wasn't the him versus Nun wasn't the highlight of the weekend. I don't think it was bad as everybody's saying, but it wasn't the highlight of the weekend. Him and Nun didn't win the battle. General consensus. It ain't out yet, so I'll wait till everybody see that before I go too far into that. He need a good performance on URL on his return. You know what I mean? Was he on the final exam?
He was on final exam.
I think he had a that's been his best performance back so far on the final exam. You know what I mean? He needs a great performance, and right now, this is the time. All of that other shit could be erased because right now, you getting the opportunity still, and if you show up in this opportunity, win, lose, or draw, you give us the best Trez and remind us who the fuck you is on that big stage. You know what I mean? That pant leg, because I walk different. We say they do because I'm used to it, joint. You know what I mean? That 3 of the things. 3 of them things, Trez back, all that shit, man. Make this a motherfucking fight. Don't let that nigga do what he did to so many niggas from your era before you. You know what I mean? When him and DNA was out here terrorizing the PGs and shit, don't let it happen to you, bro. You know what I mean? You know I believe in you, man. But I got John now. I got John,
man. I've got I don't know who I've got on this one. I'm going to talk and then I'll decide at the end.
I thought she had an answer like
that. I don't have an answer because I do think both of them, like you said, the motivations, right? I think they're both motivated to come in here and get a clear win for kind of similar reasons. You've got the motivation of, I have to beat the guy who kind of, brought me in. Plus, I can't let the guy who I brought in beat me. It's contrasting. They both bring different things to the table. John, I think tactically, generally is excellent. I think that's where he probably went wrong in the Surf battle to an extent. But he was also battling Surf. It's close. Who this is one of those, it's kind of for me, flip a coin in the air. I'm gonna go with Chef Trez simply because I think his
hair is longer.
No, but like his kind of get back is more like his recent he's got more recent showings that he wants to redemption card, whereas John it's kind of more like almost a comeback because we haven't seen him for so long.
John is on his close range card, ain't he?
He is, and that is
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that is literally the week before.
Right?
And initially, the reason why he said he didn't want to do the battle, whether that's true or not, whether it was just a contractual thing, he hadn't finished negotiations or whatever, and he was using that as, I don't know, but it's a fact. He is battling. I don't know if they're one-rounders. I think it's like one. Something made me think reading the card, and I haven't seen John talking about it, but something made me think there might be one-rounders. I could be wrong, which makes it, a lot kind of more manageable. But yeah, I think that that factors in, especially when it's so hard to pick, and I wasn't even considering that. But yeah, it should be a goodie. It should be a goodie, one for the South as well.
I'm
I'm
gonna
here for it.
go. I'm gonna go with my
I'm gonna
twin.
come right back.
Jonathan the Donathan. Um, I want Chef Trez to do and be great though, man, because I remember the era when, you know what I'm saying, he was on a rise to where he was, you know what I'm saying, destined to be that next one. You know what I'm saying, with the invention of three of them things, and then even the bar. You know what I'm saying, something cause you know what I'm saying, cause I walk regular
Because
cause
I'm
I'm
used
used
to
to
it.
it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like he was one of them dudes that, you know what I'm saying, everybody got excited about when they saw his name on the card, or when it was versus a specific opponent. You know what I'm saying? So I want him to kind of get back to that level of anticipation for him. Same thing with John, man. Like, John, PG Killer. John was, the gatekeeper for a lot of people to like, he was like the final boss. Like, yeah, get past me, and then you can move on. Or if you don't, then it just shows you a bum type shit. But I mean, the fact that they got history, I'm anticipating that this could get slightly personal a little bit, not a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
to a point where they both can make points to kind of, you know, downgrade or throw salt at each other, man. But as far as the more tech, you know what I'm saying, the more tactician in the battle, I got John, man. I think John is able to break down things in different ways, to whereas I don't think Trez has added that attribute yet. He gonna come rap punchlines, freestyles, metaphors, real talk, while John can do that in ways that I don't think Trez can yet. Not because he hasn't learned it, he just hasn't added it enough to be great at it.
I mean, we gotta call it what it is because of whatever dispute they had. Trez was in a position where he was shining at the URL. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
and then he stepped away, and he hasn't even frequented like he went to RBE a few times and all that. But I say that to say he wasn't playing on the game with professionals a lot on his outer time. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he got to get back in the swing of being on a professional court because he was definitely doing smaller leagues in between all this time more than anything. Yeah, I mean, he
yeah.
might have did KOTD. I really don't remember how long he even been gone from URL. Yeah, I mean, but I know he only did RBE a handful of times in that time, so he just hasn't been on that super professional court and a lot of time. I mean,
I
consistently.
feel
And
like it was a couple of years.
yeah, it's definitely been a couple years because I
It's been
remember
it's
doing
been
an interview with him during Corona time, like 2020, and it had already been over. It's been like 3, maybe
Okay.
even 4 years since he been on URL. So, and it's not just URL. Like I said, he's only been on even RBE like a major card
Mm.
a handful of times, like with the crowd out there and all that shit. You know what I mean? And certain battles he wasn't able to make for health reasons and shit. So Trez really still trying to get back in the swing of things. Hopefully everything could connect in this battle
yeah.
right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Trez knows the magnitude of the battle and the status of his opponent, to where it's no being alright. It's no, you know what I'm saying, he did good. Like, Trez has to win this joint, not only for bragging rights personally, but for him to be able to be considered in the conversation with having opponents like John after this. Because if not, I don't want Trez to be doing final exam type shit forever. The Chef Trez we talking about.
This is his test.
Yeah.
I said John needs this win,
John needs this. Sorry.
but when I say that, I mean this is a rep thing for John. This is a career thing for Trez.
For Trez, yeah.
John just took a bad loss, a very bad loss. And Trez, after running him down all these years, if he actually gets this battle cleared, that would be considered another bad loss. John wouldn't be able to go out like that after having such an illustrious career. He would have to find another one to get back on. You feel me?
Yeah.
But this is versus somebody who, okay, your career either goes this way, or just remain straight from here. Of course, you're gonna want it to go this way. Your performance got to reflect that. So both of them got some crazy motivation. This joint could end up being one of those for real.
Yeah,
This joint could end up being one of those for real. That's the whole card right there, though, y'all. If you want to see it again, you know what I mean? Redemption 2 going down next weekend, the 18th in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to be in the building. I just left Atlanta. You know what I mean? But
Peach Street, that's downtown Atlanta too.
if somebody baby mama want to fly me out, I pay in dick. Yeah, I mean, listen.
King of the slick talk. They call me Lord of the Chain, God of the wristwatch. Fashion be a movie, I'm